Conquering Mom Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda, and we're here today with a viewer requested block I'm calling Dots and Dashes. Now, this viewer asked for fun, easy Quilts of Valor block that she could do for the Quilts of Valor here in the US. But this actually could be a Canadian one as well, just by changing out these blue for red stripes. So instead of blue stripes, you have red stripes. Or it could just be a fun quilt and pick any color you want to go in here with your colors and your darks and your mediums, right? So it could be a fun scrappy quilt as well. But I thought we'll present it as a red, white, and blue quilt, or a quilt block. Now, before we get to this sewing here, because this comes together really quick, it's probably like what they'd call a weekend quilt. I gotta do a shout out. Our shout out here is Cindy at Stitching with Cindy Bots. Now, her YouTube channel is going to be in the show note below, so go check her out. If you like what you see there, tell her that Brenda sent you. You know, it's all good. Everybody knows it. Share, like, and subscribe and all that stuff. So, and the other thing you're going to find in there is our Zoom sew dates. And they're listed out for, you know, for a few months, right? So just copy down the dates, and they're from 9 o'clock a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and they're a lot of fun to join. And we just have so much fun in those sew dates. So we have ladies from all over Europe and the UK, sometimes from South America, Indonesia, Australia, New Zealand. We have a great time when we have those sew dates. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'm going to keep doing them now for the rest of the year. The other thing you're going to find is our Facebook group. We're sharing pictures, we're asking questions, we have lots of fun in there. There's a virtual sewing room, there are several different community chats, and there's fabric swaps. So we're having a lot of fun with that. It was a very warm, welcoming group. And the word is out. I'm in a collaboration with Future Cat from New Zealand, Kelly from Kelly's Quilts and Cruises, and Michelle from Bits and Pieces. We are getting ready to do a sew-along starting late spring, early summer. We haven't pinpointed the date yet, but we're working on those first blocks. Oh my goodness, are they adorable. So you gotta check this out. Go check out what they're talking about and posting on it as well. And, you know, hit that subscribe button for them as well. They would probably really appreciate it. Now, this sew-along, the community is a theme, and it's done in the round robin style. But because Michelle's in Australia, Future Cat's in New Zealand, Kelly is in BC, Columbia, or British Columbia, Canada, and I'm either in Arizona or Alberta, it would cost an arm and a leg for us to like start mailing these blocks around. So what we're doing is we're getting the patterns out to you in a round robin style. So there's going to be, as we get into it, there will be schedules as to who's dropping what pattern and when. But you won't miss anything if you subscribe and hit that little bell so you get notified whenever we drop something. Now, I give free Zoom speeches, and I'm having a blast doing that. Oh my gosh, I have met so many amazing quilters. I am just thrilled to be doing this for them. I don't have a trunk show. I do do it over Zoom, and I do it as a PowerPoint presentation, and then we talk and do questions and answers afterwards. And now I come bearing gifts thanks to the Sarnia Quilt Guild. So this is something that if your community or your community or your sewing groups or your quilt guild is looking for speakers, let them know I'm interested in talking to them. Okay, let's get to this fun sewing here today. Okay, we're at the sewing machine. Now this doesn't even look like it's going to fit together because everything doesn't work right. So let's start with the smallest pieces first, and we'll get those. So we'll get those done first. Now you could have played with this and put every color under the sun in here if you wanted, and still mix it up with a low volume to kind of, you know, give it a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room, right? But yeah, we're having fun, gonna have fun with this one. Now, they asked for a simple red, white, and blue for their Quilts of Valor group, and I decided this one could be this we could put together in a weekend because it's that quick. And I am going to sew one strip of this together just to get it moving, because it's not You could do this as a leader ender as well. Now, I did put an outside frame around it to make it 12.5 inches, right? Just so it would be a little easier to manage, right? Okay, and the red gets sewn onto the white. And we're not even pressing any direction yet. We're still, you know, and the red gets sewn onto the white, just like that. Okay. There we go. And now another blue strip gets sewn onto the white strip. I just line these up a bit. Take my time. Take your time lining them up, I guess, is what I'm trying to say to you. There. But yeah, this one. It was fun drawing this one out. It was like, okay. And it's a good use of your jelly roll strips. Your jelly roll strips would, you know, be really useful here. You know, for the longer pieces, if you have leftover pieces of jelly roll. But I still think this would make a really cute kids quilt, because you could throw all the bright colors into it and, you know, a bunch of different low volumes, and you could have fun with this. Okay, let's get this one under. Oh, okay. Now, the next, we're just going to lay this back out real quick like a bunny. We have to decide which way this is going to go. And I think we should be pressing to the dark. So I'm just going to, let's see, press to the dark would be here. I'm just going to press this to the dark. And I'm just finger pressing. I'm not, you know, I'm not getting crazy. I haven't got my iron out. I can show you, if I was doing this for a really good, you know, quilt, for Quilts of Valor quilt, I'd be taking these pieces to the ironing board and giving them a good press, because, you know, those veterans deserve our best effort, I believe. But, and, okay, so here we go. Press to the dark. And now I'm going to lay this so it goes like this. And I'm going to sew with this short side, the red and white side up first, because I think that way all my seams are going to be lying the right direction. I'm just going to take that off, and I'm going to match for here down at the bottom, and you know, make sure they all press and they're all going the right direction. That's half the battle sometimes. And as long as your seams are twisted, your block's going to lay nice and flat, which is also a big bonus. So let's get this one. Okay, now I'm going to press to the dark, so I'm going to press this way, right? Because that's where it's going to lie. That's where this is going to lie. Okay, so same goes here with the pressing to the dark. I think this would make a really cute quilt for the Canadian Quilts of Valor, just using red and whites. That would be neat. You know, you could have a lot of botanical leaves. You know, there's no florals. You know, you don't have to use a bunch of florals. It would be really cute. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the Quilts of Valor is always such a wonderful charity to donate to, or to help out. I don't know if they're a charity or a non-profit, but, you know, any assistance you can do, they would probably be very happy to take. Okay, now, okay, press to the dark, so that means you're just going to press that over like so. Now this bit here, oops, this bit here in the middle measures 10.5 inches square, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this. We're going to sew that top piece on first. Okay, now I want to sew it so that all the seams are lying the right way. So I'm counterintuitive. I'm putting the little piece on the bottom. but just to make sure that everything lies the right way. Okay, so sometimes that's half the battle. You know, getting everything to sit down in the right spot. There we go. And last piece. There. Nice. Okay. We got the other side. Okay. And I'm just going to press that out. That's probably going to lie flattest this way. Because you got 4 seams there. You got to figure out how to push back. So now we're going to do the bottom. The top and the bottom. And some of you have noticed I make it 12.5-inch blocks because they're, you know, you only need 35 blocks in a 5 to 7 layout for a twin size quilt for charity. And it's a fast way for me to make a charity quilt. You know, if all the blocks are a uniform size. I will be venturing into other block sizes, but I thought this one was a good one to show you for a quick quilt. Alright, now we do a side. Just press it this way. Here we go. Now this is going to measure 12.5 by 10.5. So we put this side on first. And we're going to sew it upside down again because we want to make sure all the seams go the right way. Because I finger press them, and if you make sure all your seams go the right way, when you take it to your ironing board and you've sewn it with the seams going the right way and everything, it's so much easier to iron, you know, and it lies so much flatter. It's just gorgeous. There we go. Yeah. There, and okay. Alrighty. Now we're getting ready for the last piece. There. Now once you put on this last piece, right, I'll show you in the ta-da moment like how I would put them in a quilt, but because it's an asymmetrical block, you can kind of play around with the layout. Okay. But I do think this one would be fun as a scrappy quilt. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now, I'll just get this off the sewing machine, and I'll just give this a quick finger press, and then I'll show you how all the back seams are lying. I'm just pressing this over again because we're fighting lots of seams here now. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like from the back. So when I take this to the ironing board, it's going to lie very flat in the middle, right? Because we've already pressed to the dark, and we're going to press to the dark again on the outside pieces, right? You know, as you go in like this, and then here, and then just press the outside frame out, and this block is going to lie perfectly flat. Okay, let's get to our ta-da moment. Okay, so here we are. It's all pressed and looks great. And it does finish at 12.5 inches. It's just perfect. Now, the dots and dashes block, I mean, you could play around with it and put all sorts of different colors into it or whatever. My layout preference would be this way, then this way, then this way, then this way. But you could also do it all on point, and it would be fun. You know, it's kind of a, you know, it would make a zigzag. The long strips would make kind of an optical illusion for a zigzag. But, you know, like this is a perfect one for the coloring. You could also make it a Quilts of Valor for US, or change these blue stripes into red stripes, and you can make Quilts of Valor for Canada as well. Anyways, I hope you give this one a try. It was lots of fun to come up with something like this to help you use your 2.5-inch squares and strips up. And it's been fun learning about like the Quilts of Valor stuff. So Until we meet again, you guys take care and have an absolutely fabulous week. Okay, bye! My husband and I would love to thank you for watching our video and being so supportive of our channel. This has been just such an amazing journey we're on here on YouTube, and we wouldn't been able to do it without you. So our thanks, truly our thanks for you. If there's anything you need, don't be afraid to contact me either through the Facebook book or through email. I'm trying to do as many viewer request videos as possible, and if I don't do it, you need to remind me, okay? So that's not a problem. But yes, it's been just absolutely amazing. Make sure you tell your gills I speak for free. We have a Facebook group. We do Zoom dates, and we give out nothing but free patterns. So I hope that you have an absolutely joyful year ahead, and your sewing room, everything is going for you, and life is great. Okay, you take care until we see each other again. Okay, bye.